today on today's pod. So I'm excited.
Facts. Me too, man.
Yeah, man. So, first question for you, man. This is important for all the listeners. And you're actually going to be doing a free giveaway at the end of the show
Yep.
For listeners that are looking to take advantage of this. But break down, because I think a lot of business owners, real estate investors out there in the marketplace, they've never heard of this before, but it's very, very important in terms of ability to get funding. And it's more important than a credit score. What is LexisNexis?
So LexisNexis is essentially the business credit report that the banks use, that really only banks, private investigators have access to, and myself. But it's essentially, if you're not verifiable, you're not going to get a dollar from the bank. What do I mean by that? If they cannot prove without a shadow of a doubt you are who you say you are, you're going to get a very low limit, or you will not get approved at all. And a lot of people come to me, 780, 790 credit scores. They're like, I got denied. This doesn't work. Blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay, well, let's look at your LexisNexis. The story I told you backstage is we had a guy a couple weeks ago, just to put it into context. He had a great credit score, great limits, mortgage, looked solid on paper, 780 credit, and couldn't get funding. And he came to us. He came from another funding company. And I looked up his report. I looked up his LexisNexis file, and his name was Jared. And I'm like, hey, who's Scott? He's like, oh, Scott is my ex-business partner. He passed away 5 years ago. I'm like, okay, well, online, your business credit score says Scott owns your company. So do you think the bank is going to give a dead guy capital? They are not. So, and that was the difference of him getting zero or him getting $200,000 at 0%.
And I know that the auto dealerships, if you go in to buy a car or lease a car, the financing department, they're going to be pulling the LexisNexis as well. And so a very, very important tool out there. What else goes on the LexisNexis report?
I mean, literally everything. Yeah, I mean, I have people's height, weight, any traffic infractions they've ever had. You had a speeding ticket in 2002.
Yep.
Any LLCs you own, literally everything. But by the way, if you're watching, squeaky clean record. Other than he, likes to speed sometimes. But
hey, I haven't had a speeding ticket since you said 2002?
2003.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's 22 years ago, man. I was, to put in perspective, I was 17 years old back then.
Right.
That's funny. That's funny.
But we also use it, people, it's good to give context when you're talking to someone. Before someone jumps on a call, I will know, okay, this person is associated with a real estate LLC located in Denver. Let me do some back-end research. That way I'm not jumping on the call blank. I actually know what's going on.
Yeah, that's really good. That's really good. We do that investing in real estate by pulling like we use CoStar software, and it tells you like what are the entities that own these properties, what are the lenders that funded these properties. It tells us a lot of information before we go into a negotiation with the seller. So this is the same thing, but for the typical consumer, the typical business owner.
Yeah, because you have one shot at the bank. You can't put the toothpaste back in the tube. Once you go to the bank, the teller, isn't flirting with you. They're disqualifying you. Oh, you're in this industry. Oh, you're making this much revenue, this much net. Do you have any cash deposits? All that stuff. You are disqualifying yourself. So we work with people and have them say all the exact correct things, including the data points, what their profile says, how to put themselves in the most marketable position possible.
Yeah. So anyways, if you guys are listening to this, make sure you stick around to the end, because Evan's going to be dropping a special giveaway to you guys, be getting you a free LexisNexis report. Okay. Drop some game on us.
What's going on? If you're seeing this video, you probably are interested in credit, maybe starting your own funding company, maybe you're interested in mentorship, right? I'm gonna share my screen and just show you something that's applicable to every single person that's watching this video, right? So very frequently, a lot of people I talk to, they don't have a business problem, they have a capital problem. They need more access to capital to scale. Any business I've started where I've actually needed to use that product myself has done extremely well, right? So that's how I started letsgetfunded.com. I truly went through this same exact roadmap, right? Like level 1, I had negative credit, right? I had poor credit. Level 2, I needed to build out my file after I removed all my negative items, late payments, collections, derogatories, right? Then I was able to get non-doc business funding. Then I was able to get bank statement loans because I had a business making money. Then I was able to get tax return-based loans and SBA-based lending, right? If you need access to capital, you want access to capital, you want access to sort of just like your next step with Let's Get Funded, right? I'm the owner of the largest credit repair and funding company on school, right? And people say number one all the time, it gets watered down, but truly, like you look at the scoreboard, we're the number one earning credit and funding community on school. So click the link below. There's 5 calls a week. There's 1 call with me every Wednesday. There's also my $1.7 million funding roadmap, how I've gotten access to $1.7 million of business funding without ever providing a tax return, a bank statement, or paying $1 of interest, and just a whole bunch of other value in there. So click the link below, tap into the community. That's sort of how you get access to me in a group setting. And of course, we have other, mentorships, and you want to get access funding directly, all that stuff. But this is really the most logical next step for you and your business. If you want to get more from me, you want to get more from Let's Get Funded. So click the link below or wherever the link's going to be. Join our school community, and I'll literally talk to you on the inside. So see you there.